Hey y'all, good morning. My name is Hope, and I am wanting to help people. So I have a 11-year-old son, which today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Daryl. Um, and we have had a very trying 2 to 3 years. My son has severe abdominal pain on a daily basis. We have done extensive treatments. I have drove him 4 hours one way to a doctor's appointment to try to get him some help. He missed a total of 78 days last year of school due to the abdominal pain. And on top of that, he has migraines as well. The migraines, we have them under control now. He has actually had the migraine since he was 2 years old. Kind of hard for a 2-year-old to tell you that his head's hurting, so it took us a little while to identify exactly what was going on there. But at his peak, he was having 17 migraines a month. And now we are down to one about every 3 or 4 months. Sometimes we have maybe two every 3 or 4 months. And we done that with Botox injections, which was 33 shots. He had them every 3 months for a series of 12 months. They were 33 shots in the face, neck, head, shoulders, but they have made a wonderful difference in his migraines. He's a relatively healthy child other than the migraines that he did have, praise the Lord, and the stomach issues that we deal with. When DJ first had his first attack, we were at a basketball tournament in Atlanta. He plays travel basketball, which he's kind of had to put on the back burner. We've not got to do. He's still playing, but he's not as active as what he was. We don't get to practice very much. There'll be times when he doesn't get to play at all because he's just in so much pain. He has good days and bad days with the stomach pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, he has stomach pain that's on about a 4 every day. It's every day. His stomach hurts every day. But now he has really bad days where his pain is a 10 or more. We've tried changing his diet. We've had him on several different medications. We've had him to numerous doctors. We've had scopes. We've had ultrasounds. We've had CAT scans. We've had MRIs. You name it. I have begged and pleaded for it. But anyway, so the first attack that we had, like I said, was about 2 or 3 years ago, and we were in Atlanta. I think it was actually 2 years ago. And his stomach just started hurting out of nowhere. Well, first he got a migraine, then his stomach started hurting. He was then doubled over in pain, laying on the sideline at the basketball gym, and he couldn't move. So we loaded him up in the car and went back to the hotel trying to debate whether or not we should take him to the emergency room there or not. So we decided to kind of wait it out and see what was happening. He actually had severe diarrhea that night with stomach pain that was out of this world. He was up all night in and out of the bathroom. The next morning, he was feeling a little bit better, but the pain was still there and very persistent. We then left there, actually went back to the gym. The other kids played because he couldn't. And I had a few of the other kids on the team, so I couldn't just, leave and go home because they would have been stranded in Atlanta. So we went back to the gym. He kind of just moped around all day. On the way home, the pain got very severe. So I actually called the other parents and I was like, you're going to need to meet me at Children's Hospital. I've got to get him to the hospital. So we took him to the hospital. They done extensive pain, extensive search, extensive pain medicine. and basically told us that we had stomach migraines, which is a real thing, believe it or not. The majority of kids that have stomach migraines develop migraines as an adult. So it's very uncommon to see a child with stomach migraines and head migraines at the same time. But, it happens, and it just so happened to what we believed was to us. After months and months of in and out of doctors, we scheduled the scope, we done this, we done that. We tried different medicines. We were still stuck with, it's stomach migraines, he'll outgrow it. Well, that was 3 years ago. He has not outgrown it. About, I would say December of last year, I'd had it up to here. Had it up to here with his doctor. I had it up to here with him hurting all the time. Like I said, he'd missed 78 days of school the last year, and it was just not, something was going to give. I had researched and researched myself to try to find something that it might be. I'm looking and looking and thinking, God, this has got to come to an end. This child cannot live like this. He'd be in the bed for 4 or 5 days at a time, not be able to move. I had people going, doctors tell me it's all in his head. Some family members said, oh, he just fakes it so he doesn't have to go to school. Well, he wasn't just having these attacks when it was time for school. He would have these attacks at basketball games, friends' birthday parties, the movies, when we're shopping at the mall. It wasn't something that he was doing to get out of going to school. He loved school. He is the most sweetest, caring, kindest child you will ever meet. His ambition is to either be a preacher or be an NBA basketball player, which is kind of far in between, but it's whatever he decides he wants to do. So back in January, I kept December of 2019, started Googling, what is functional abdominal pain? And I came across a video about a child named Danny, and I'm sure his mother won't care if I don't know if I can, but I'll try to drop the link below so you all can watch this as well. And he read his story, and he seemed, it was DJ. I mean, everything about this kid was DJ. He had dealt with headaches. He's dealing with stomach issues. The only difference was this kid vomited on a regular basis. DJ feels nauseous, but he doesn't vomit very regularly. So upon watching that video, I got the doctor's name that had wanted to try something out of the box on this kid. And it was called an IV-stim. Of course, it wasn't invented for this particular issue. If I'm not mistaken, from what I've researched, it was invented for opioid addicted people. When they start to go through withdrawals, it helps with the pain. It's a small device that is placed behind the ear, and it has 4 wires that come out of it, and they're placed on the ears where the nerve endings or clusters of nerves are. They have looks like almost like thumbtacks at the end of them from what I can see, but they're titanium, and they stick onto the ear in different locations. You wear it for 5 days. You take it off. You throw it in the trash. You go back on that 7th day. You get another one. Wear it for 5 days. You take it off. You throw it in the trash. Some doctors do 3 weeks. Some doctors do 4 weeks. We are actually going to be doing 3 weeks. If we don't see any progress, she said she would order another one. We'd go the full 4 weeks. But my journey started with Dr. L. Thomas at Cincinnati Hospital. I am in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is about 4 hours away from one way to Cincinnati. But I didn't care. I couldn't stand to see my child suffer anymore. So I made a call, set up an appointment, didn't know if insurance was going to pay for the appointment, didn't really care. I had to mortgage my house. I'd do whatever it needed to make him feel better. So we went to our consultation with Dr. El Chamas, and he diagnosed with DJ with IBS, with constipation, which we'd never been diagnosed before, and vascular hypersensitivity, which is a form of functional abdominal pain. It is treatable, but not curable. It's manageable, I guess you could say. So after leaving the appointment in Cincinnati, we came home and the wait started for insurance to approve him to get the device. Well, they had something else in mind. They did not want to approve this device for my child. So my journey began in January with the insurance company. I called the doctor's office. I called the IBS-C place. I called everybody every day. My kids missed 5 days of school this week. He missed 4 days last week. Something's got to give. So after being persistent, very, very persistent, I contacted the actual IBS-C rep. I actually emailed the company, and immediately they called me back. I don't think it was probably 2 hours later. And he said, this is so-and-so. Can I help you? And I said, yes. My son is suffering on a daily basis, and I feel as though your device will help him. So he said, what's the doctor's name he's seeing? Let me call and find out what's going on. There's no reason why he shouldn't be being approved. I'll help you in any way I can. So he kind of, contacted Dr. El Chamas, which he had worked with him very closely whenever he went and done the presentation for the device to Cincinnati Children's Hospital. So he contacted me back later that day and told me that insurance was not wanting to approve it because it was out of state. So, but good news is he now has a doctor here in Knoxville, where I live, that offers this device. This doctor just so happened to be DJ's regular gastrointestinal specialist that he has seen since he was probably 3 years old. So he suggested that we get an appointment with him, have him run everything through, tell him that if he needs to contact him, he can speak with him to try to help his nurse or whoever get them the paperwork they need. So after a month and a half, we finally have a doctor's appointment today on DJ's birthday. He turned 12 today. I don't know if I told you that already, but he said that this will be the best birthday present that he has ever gotten. So we are starting our journey, and because there's not that many videos, there's not that much information on this device or about functional abdominal pain in kids, I just kind of wanted to do a video and document our journey. So maybe it helps someone else along the way. Someone that's kid is sick and doctors just can't figure out, what's going on. If it helps just one kid, that will be enough for me. I wish that there'd been more information out there in regards to treatment for what he has. I wish that we would have figured out what he had a lot sooner. I wish that this works. I really, really hope that this works. But I'll post another video later today on our way to get the IBS-C. So I hope you join me. Like I said, I'm just hoping to help another kid in need, hoping to, shine some light on this disease that most kids are told that it's all in their head, that they're making it up, that they're faking it. But one thing that Dr. El Chamas told me and told DJ, this is not in your head. It's real. It's pain. It hurts. And we're going to help you. Dr. Altawal here in Knoxville, Tennessee at Children's is the doctor's office that we are seeing now. We are going to be that who has been his doctor since he's been 3. But at the time, let me clarify this: at the time that I went to Cincinnati, Dr. Altawald did not offer it. He was still in the training process. He was still in the trying to figure out, if this was something that he wanted to get involved in. From what I've been told, I'm not personally talked to him about, why did you decide to do it or anything like that. Excuse me too, my voice is awful. I have allergies around here. It's been awful today. My nose all stopped up, throat's hurting, but we're getting an IBS-C today, so I'm excited. But this device is not going to completely heal him, but it's going to take his everyday 4 pain down to hopefully nothing, and his really bad 10 days down to a 4. DJ can manage with a 4. I mean, I don't want him to have a 4, but he can manage with a 4. But hopefully this will take care of all of it, and we won't have any pain at all. But I'm being very optimistic that at least it will help him in some way. But anyway, I'll be on later today, like I said. Hope this, like I said, helps anybody. Hope it, just one kid, I will be thankful. You all have a good day. We'll see you later. I'll have DJ with me then. Thanks.